blood being shed on the side of level up coming in the early parts of these lanes, right?
Yeah, I want to see how they're going to do in lanes. Also, their bottom lane, not the strongest, and also a bit of anti-synergy. You have Pugna, who uses the Cripify, then Monkey King can't hit, his Boundless also can't hit. So, definitely, I'd say this is like 65-35. It's going to be about execution. Alliance, I would say, is a more experienced team, a squad that has been together. I want to see how Level Up is going to do as a team. Individually, a lot of these players do have a decent amount of experience.
Oh.
30 seconds to battle.
Interesting. All right, Sticky Bomb, Concussive Shot, the slows are there on the Charlie. Stormhammer and Boundless Strike lands on a couple, but look at the blood grenades. It was a barrage. You get the first blood. That was a smoke to the top twin gate, transfer all the way bottom, run all the way around. That's interesting way to invade.
They placed this very sneaky observer ward on the high ground bottom, which is a cute little spot for Obs, which scouted Monkey King and gave them the kill.
Yeah.
Who was the one who got it? Sweet and strong, just like how I like my coffee. Sweet and strong. So he's going to be the one bringing some extra region to the lane, bringing those blood grenades again. Scarlet Mage, one of the better heroes to utilize blood grenade. Veno as well, of course. Veno loves to pop it. You get like 1 Gale, you're level 2. The hero doesn't move, 100 move speed.
Yeah, I love blood grenades. You've definitely made me a big blood grenade fan. I think the more and more I cast with you, I think it's just been where I stand. Best item. Maybe as good as Seeds of Serenity.
Yeah, the item's buffed now. Finally, you can use Seeds of Serenity. And they will change the lanes a bit. Put Hanskin on Venomancer on bottom, which I like more, because then you'll have like some kind of a slow. And also the anti-synergy that I talked about. Monkey with Pugna doesn't seem too good.
Does this lane go that well for Alliance up here top? Feels like there's more harassment if they get the level 2 early on the side of level up. There's Stormhammer into a blast off.
I could see level up getting kills here. Oh, the Hawk, he's the one who's pulling the wave, actually. Not gonna get it in the end. This one melee creep stopped it.
Yeah. Just disrupting the whole pull, and the Hawk trying to do everything he can to get that there. And, well, right now he does hit that level 2. So does Milan. And again, I'm ready to see what they go for, because there is no surge at level 2 right now. It's the vacuum into the Ion Shell, so if you get hit by that, S4 could be in a lot of trouble.
Not the strongest of the combos on side of Alliance. You have the Cripify and then Vacuum. That's it, that's the combo. Until they start to get like more points, I don't know, in Boundless Strike, Wukong's command. Storm Spirit gets the Water Rune, we'll refill it. Lorinov still has one available, but his bottle is coming right now. So let's see if Lorinov manages to pick it up. Nicely done. He goes backwards, picks up the bottle from the courier, and we'll refill it.
Early bottle getting that fill. We saw a lot in Division 1. Heroes that have like movement like the Puck, like the Queen of Pain, willing to back up and go for the Wisdom Runes and fill up their bottle that way. Wonder if we're going to see Lorinov do that.
It's very situational. Depends like how the mid lane's doing. He's not gonna rush in there and take it. Also, you don't want to steal it away from your supports unless your supports are doing well. So you might go for like type of a play where you invade enemy XP rune and then your mid laner comes and takes it. Then it's fine. But if you're just taking it away from your support who's not having a good time, he's gonna be stuck at like level 3, level 4, 10 minutes into the game.
Right. I know a couple times we saw Queen of Pains go for it. I think it was 9 who got like every Wisdom Rune for his team. Stormhammer, Sticky Bomb, and S4.
He doesn't have Surge.
Yeah, he doesn't have a way to really run away from this, and the Hawk just continuing to move forward, and Nether Blast is enough to really deter for a moment.
The line's going in.
Blast off, yeah, they want to go in. Look at the damage. They've got the vacuum back, but they'll get the kill. They'll take out S4, and that's kind of what I said was going to happen if he was going to sit there, especially without that Surge.
Yeah, not sure about Vacuum. I think that's a mistake in the lane. No real combo for it. We're not getting a kill in this lane. It's going to be a lot of harassment. And Milan, he's going behind enemy towers, wants to deny himself. Come back to the lane, full HP, full mana.
I was going to say a bit early for the Wisdom Rune.
What if you camp there for 7 minutes? You're like, I exist.
I don't know if that's value. I don't know if that's really the value coming in.
Probably
Sweet
not.
Strong is trouble and Boundless Strike, but Charlie's going to be traded on this. There's no way for him to get out. Hanskin gets the kill there, and Sweet and Strong technically takes out Charlie after dying.
Followed me having a good time compared to Monkey King because they got the first blood in this lane. Level 4 and Doom. Doom definitely likes these type of trades where he gets solo XP, pushes him closer to level 6. His support can refill the bottle. He's also getting some extra solo XP now in this bottom lane. And having this frost attack creep is pretty big. You land concussive shot, blood grenade, one hero is going to die.
Yeah, they just have no speed to move anywhere. Top lane again, like they're still looking at S4. He doesn't have Surge. He's sitting low, so is Ponlo. Well-placed blast off, and they could be seeing themselves get another kill, maybe even more. Especially if it hits both of them. Bottom lane again. Concussive shot. Boundless Strike on a 2. Charlie on the run. Infernal Blade comes in. They've got the Arcane Bolt. They should have the damage if they want to dive, but with Doom sitting so low, he's not really able to do so, and Hanskin's able to turn that around and at least get a kill and own me. So he's the one getting owned in that lane with that death coming in from that Venomancer.
A bit too deep. Also, with this build, let's say this is Vanguard build, you can't go in and dive like that. I assume that he wants to have more movement speed. You are playing against Monkey Veno, so you want to be able to outrun your opponents.
Right.
But you're not tanky at all. If you're going for Arcane Boots as your first item,
Full Lightning,
you're
and
gonna die.
there's the Vortex. Not level 6 yet for this puck.
Needs
And
that
they've
creep.
got Milan
Not
and
gonna be
Ponlo
enough.
here, but now finally hits that level 6. They go after Sweet and Strong. They've got Hanskin here. They blow up the Skywrath Mage, and Lorna
Finally hits that level 6. Chuan.
maybe want to turn it back around because this Storm doesn't have any mana remaining. Snaps that Dream Coil, blast off lands, and gets him.
He caught him like mid-air. It looked very cool. So Lorinov, he tried to go for that creep kill. Doesn't push him to level 6. And Finn and Strong will TP mid, refill his bottle. They're going to smoke up. So in terms of the trade, level up, they are getting the kills on cores, and their cores are surviving. That's what matters.
We'll say, though, that they do have a 1,000 net worth lead here for Alliance. I think, yeah, mid went well for them. And despite the fact that Charlie had that early couple of deaths, like, he's still got an okay amount of farm.
Got that one kill. I mean, assist, second assist as well. Is level 5 right now. But I could see level up play more aggressive here. Next coil could be, like, it depends where Sweet and Strong wants to move. If he wants to rotate to the mid lane, they could kill Storm Spirit one more time. Or if Puck wants to rotate to the bottom with the next coil, Charlie should die.
Well, I will say they got both Wisdom Runes on the side of level up. We've seen how important that can be. So a lot of experience here for the supports. And bottom lane, the Silence, the Seal. And they sign Seal and deliver this kill, though. Jingu, Charlie, Boundless Strike, not
that
the
wasn't
right
even
way.
close.
Omi now running for Hanskin, looking like he might die, but he's got a little bit of help as Sweet and Strong with full health, full mana was able to output a lot of...
Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Never mind. He's dead. And yeah, that Boundless, it needed to connect. I guess he was trying to go for both targets, but Charlie missing it. And now he's still level 5 while Doom is level 6. So
Sweet and Strong's almost level 6 too. He's like 2 creeps away from it. He's got that level 2 in the Ancient Seal. That's already a 4-second silence. We saw how useful it could be up against that Monkey King to start, right?
S4 is farming some big stacks in the jungle right now. Got himself to level 6. Come on. Wants to steal some of that XP.
Dream Coil and the Seal coming through. Mystic Flare down. Ponlo's dead. Sweet and Strong, level 6 before the 10-minute mark.
But before 9-minute mark, well, Motekis is almost level 6 as well. They go on Storm, but they're like, you know what? We're not getting a kill on Storm because Pugna showed up, tried to save him there. They got the kill. Looking at Doom, still no points in his ulti. Even though he does have 6 abilities. When you do the math, it's like, yeah, 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1 is 6. He's level 6.
1, 3, 5, 1.
You get 1 for free. Same goes for Medusa.
So 6 equals 7.
In this case, yes.
But does 7 equal 9?
It's 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, all right. All right,
Yeah.
all right. The two of you. I just realized what laugh you did.
That's the old school, the Skype laugh. You remember the video.
Yeah.
You're old enough.
Oh my gosh. Showing my age, yeah. So, that was an early lead for Alliance. Now, level up. They've got themselves a little bit of an net worth lead. Nothing too crazy. Of course, they've got a Doom with only level 1 in the Devour right now. The 1-4-1 build. Ornoff. Well, he's going to have some help from Sweet and Strong, who drops down the Mystic Flare. They get the kill on Hanskin. They'll look to try and trade onto the Skywrath Mage. They've got the Vortex to pull him back. They'll get the kill. When getting that trade.
Trent getting some extra gold for himself. Does have Falcon Blade available. Going into Orchid next. That's an interesting one. I guess he wants to be able to have some kind of a control for Puck. This is an old school build we're talking about. Because they pushed, like... They put a lot of pressure on these other 2 lanes. The Hawk, he's getting a ton of farm. He's level 8 as Sven. Still sitting in the lane with Mask of Madness going into Echo Saber next. So nothing too fancy coming out from Sven. Pretty standard stuff. And he's going to continue to farm up jungle now.
So, going for this Echo Saber, we've seen Harpoon later in the lineup for Sven. Ornoff getting pushed behind the tower. He's got help from Sweet and Strong. This Pugna is still not level 6, and neither is this Venomancer. This is a little concerning.
Pugna definitely wants to be level 6 so they can keep this mana going for Storm Spirit.
Yep. Try to keep him alive best you can.
Huh? Speaking of that item on Storm, Troyan going for Orchid. I guess offense is the best defense here. But he's gonna be very, very killable in these fights. 1 Coil, 1 Silence from Skywrath Mage, 1 Doom. He's gonna be taken out.
When he had a quick little time on Aster, I don't know if you remember, but that was when I first kind of got my first glimpse of how good of a mid he was, and I really liked him as a mid with Aster too, but that was during the time where Aster was going through mids like it was nobody's business. The Love You Love Me replaced him on Aster, and for all you guys out there who don't remember him, well, he was there for a split second as well. Mystic Flare with the Ancient Seal. A lot of damage being done here on Hanskin, who throws down a Plague Ward trying to survive, and also hits him with that Noxious Plague. Ball lightning over, but they can't get the kill into the Skywrath Mage.
No mana for Vortex, because he has your favorite item. If he had some kind of mana item, might have had enough. Seeds of Serenity, not giving him anything other than HP regen.
It's good, though. I'm surprised he didn't get, like, a Cult Bracelet or something like that.
Cold Bracelet's very good for farming the jungle. I guess maybe if he had like a Fairy's Trinket, would definitely pick it up. So probably had some worse options. Or he thinks with this extra HP regen, an extra HP 150 is no joke. It gives you enough to survive. Maybe he's thinking, I switched to Power Dread Strength, Magic Wand, Seeds of Serenity. It should be enough to survive through the coil. Maybe some extra help from Pugna. Game slowed down, which does benefit level up. You are playing against Sven. Like, there's a big difference between Monkey King and Sven for a good reason. One has built-in Battle Fury, the other one is a monkey, so...
Okay, yeah.
Can't really, you know, compare these two. Sven just farms faster. Like, he's also off to a better start, didn't die a single time. 4 points in Great Cleave, builds into Mask of Madness, and look where he is right now. Impossible to catch. You also have Doom, who's about to finish off Hand of Midas, so gold on side of level up will keep increasing. I talked about Alliance 2 item timing, going for this mech, disassemble Vanguard, go into pipe. They want to take a fight here. Milan is very dead.
On the run, and everybody here. So they're going to get a kill on the techies. Also with the Doom, like they're starting to get more of a net worth lead here for level up because he started 1-4-1. And he's starting to get more in the Devour, which means his gold is going to start processing a lot quicker, right?
Yeah, that's going to be big. And also holding on to Purge, which is pretty insane ability to think about it against Monkey, Dispel, his Jingu, great against Darkseer, Iron Shell, Surge, Decrepify, which he doesn't even have. That's an interesting build from Ponlo. 4 points in Netherward. I guess he wants to punish Skyrat Mage. This is one of the funniest interactions in Dota, where you just like straight up die to it. Can't use Mystic Flare. It's gonna be much easier now, because he's going for Glimmer Cape. So you have like 300 damage barrier that is gonna keep you alive, even if you pop that Mystic Flare.
More you know. I was gonna say, you know, is there anything else other than Purge that you want to be grabbing here if you're Doom, or is this something you think about even holding for a majority of the game?
He might actually hold this until he picks up a Blink Dagger, because War Stomp, Blink Dagger initiation, just to follow up stun onto something is too good. It's been like that for a decade now.
So, once again, see him trying to farm a little bit over mid. He's got Panglo and Chuan right by him, but Lornoff going in. Waning Rift, Nether Blast, gotta be careful. Illusory Orb, Jaunt out. They brought S4 over.
But this is fake response from level up. They bring 3 heroes mid while Doom's farming bottom, Sven's farming jungle, and they might find Charlie here. Let's see, the Hawk. He's gonna show up and continue to farm up. BKB, this is the timing when Sven wants to join.
Gonna get this tier 1 tower and look for something behind him. Milan, he's gone the other way and actually avoids this Alliance squad that's sitting here over mid after they take the tier 1 tower. So does a good job moving around. This is well done by Milan. I think, you know, Techie's one of those heroes, especially against this lineup, can be taken out pretty easily. We've seen it before. And he's only died twice. Like, Milan's quietly getting farm. He's going for the drums. He's doing what his team needs him to do.
He tanked 2 ganks, pretty much, which was fine. They did reveal the smoke.
It's allowed,
Position 5 is more than fine with it.
Yeah, it's allowed Sven to pretty much just have this exponential rise in farm, and he's happy with it. Look at that. He's 2k ahead of this Darkseer, and then compared to the Monkey King, he's so far ahead. Hawk is so farmed, and he disassembled that Echo Saber. That means he's went to the BKB. Now he's going back to it. And truthfully, it looks like they're just setting up to push this bottom tier 1 and maybe catch somebody out a little bit too far.
Their team fight is very strong. Coil, Sven's gonna go in and delete that target immediately. Then you have Doom. Also, interesting choice from Lornoff in terms of talents. He did go for Illusory Orb damage over the Silence. This level 10 talent, the Silence, almost like a full second Silence against heroes like Storm Spirit, could make a lot of difference. But let's see. Chuan, he does have Orchid available. And Region Rune.
That's the thing, though. He got this Orchid maybe expecting to be a little bit more aggressive. And man, maybe a little bit's even an understatement. He probably wanted to be really aggressive with this Orchid, right? And get kills on, like, Skywrath and Techies and boost up and snowball off the cliff. And he hasn't really done that yet.
Still has that Region going. Not sure if they can lock down hero like Sven, burst him down from 100 to 0. They have very limited lockdown. They might try to, like, maybe bait a BKB and then Storm jumps in. We haven't seen Doom being used at all throughout the game. Sometimes this does happen if the game slows down. But he's going for these aura items, and the
they're going to go immediately. Yeah, they destroy this Venomancer. He's left by himself, and now they're looking for a concussive shot to slow down this Darkseer. After the surge, it's possible. Vacuum wall on a 2. Wukong's as well. Dahak sitting at about half health. He needs to start to run, but the ball lightning in. And now they catch themselves. Schwan, they use the Doom. They get the kill on the Storm. In and, well, out in a body bag. That was real fast coming in from Level Up.
Whew. First Venomancer, he died in a second. And then Storm, like, that's the problem with their lineup. If they have, like, one real stun on their team, Sven could potentially die there. Keep them inside. Keep him inside the Wukong's command. But, yeah, Sven, pop it off. Some sick damage numbers coming out from Sky and Venomancer. 190. And Venomancer did 67 damage. That's one snake.
And look at that. Proximity mines. I don't know what it is, and maybe it's just because I had a lot of fun covering that game. I think my Techie's performances are all based on the level of TK. Throwing those proximity mines down the way he did, and we have yet to see anybody kind of redo that build, right?
It was very situational. I mean, Techie's Universal Hero can buy into anything, so... Drums, Glimmer, Pipe, Pavis, like whatever you need. He can buy old auras if necessary. Force Staff. Every single item feels good to have on Techies. I do love to compare him to Venomancer. Like even in the previous patches, when Venom was not a universal hero, you could always buy like, oh, you need a Solar Crest, you need some Heaven's Halberd, Ags. Still gotta feel very good.
Dire's bottom tower.
Lines into the Roche pit. Let's see if they can do this. We've seen this a couple times. Team that's not leading goes for Roche, and it's a lot easier to kind of get there without the other team knowing these days.
If it's on your side, like you usually see Radiant going for Roche when it's on Radiant's side, and it seems like they know something is up, but not the fastest Roche by any means. But they're not going to be they're not going to be able to be there on time. So Charlie will not be picking this first one. It's going to be Storm. Chuen. Also getting closer to his BKB, so definitely needs it against Buck Coil, against the Stormhammer stun. Now the Hawk does have Blink Dagger. They still want to take the fight. They feel super strong. Ponlo picked up Wisdom Rune, double Wisdom Rune.
Double the wisdom, double the fun. I wish I could get smarter that quickly. Takes me a while. Although these days I'm out of school and I think I'm just losing wisdom.
Oh, I thought you were homeschooled.
By myself?
Yeah.
I teach myself. Yeah, sure. All right.
Is that common in US?
It depends where you live, I would say.
Where you're like, well, there's no bus that drives kids to school, so we have to homeschool them.
Yeah, that's usually in areas where they play the banjo. Lightning Vortex. They've got the silence, so they're going to try and stay on the Doom. But at this point in the game, Doom,
oh, what a
he's
stun.
pretty tanky, and the Stormhammer on the 2. They'll take out Hanskin. They've doomed up S4.
He's going to cleave him.
Uh-oh. Trying to run, trying to hide, but concussive shot, illusory orb, and they're on him. Stormhammer and a kill there for Lornoff.
That was a bit of an interesting one. They do have this observer board that is scouting things out in the outer ring, so they caught Doom, but this is a very difficult target to kill. Who does have Pipe, Mech, level 13 on Doom, has also Purge available, tier 2 tower for the team to TP to.
Thanks, Purge.
Thank you.
Yeah, going on Doom at this point in the game, it feels very, very tough. The armor situation here for level up is going to be really good.
Yeah, against Monkey, you have Sven, who does provide you with that Warcry armor. So, making heroes like Skyrot Mage not dying. Why does this hero have 2 armor at level 11? I understand that he's like, well, I'm all about CC and I'm going to burst someone, but could use some lovin'.
I agree with that.
Just like you take almost full damage, full physical damage from right clicks. 12% resistance. Wow.
Wow. Yeah, pretty much.
He's out of sentry range.
Ooh, Vortex. Now the Dream Coil turning this around. Look at the damage coming from the Hawk. Oh boy. They've got the wall
Stun
down.
on
They go
3
to the
from
blast
Milan.
off. Look at that. They haven't even gotten the kill kills yet, but they're going to start to line up as they get lower and lower. Sweet and Strong's going to die, but S4 ends up falling. They find themselves Joanne, who's silenced and on the run. Dahak here with the Storm Hammer. A couple of right clicks. They'll get the kill into the Storm. They'll take it a second and level up. Gonna eat through everything that Alliance
They
has.
know someone is here. Hanskin. He's being scanned right now.
Whoa.
Not gonna be able to TP back because it's on cooldown. What a disastrous fight for Alliance there. First they like drop 2 sentries. They use a scan. Know someone is there. Glimmer Cape from Skyra to keep himself alive. No dust. So they buy a little bit more time. Rest of the team is gonna be able to reconnect, and another great initiation from the Hawk.
I mean, they pretty much ate everything Alliance threw at them, right?
Yeah.
Wall, Wukongs, what else do you do there?
I guess that's why he's called the Hawk. He can see everything from up there. Lands a great 2-man stun. About to crack level 20. And I guess this, yeah, why the team is called Level Up. Look at the experience difference. Out-leveling their opponents. Big difference when it comes down to carries 5 levels ahead of Monkey King.
28%
Make it
advantage.
6.
Wow. That is a lot of experience ahead. And there's that level 20. There's that plus 10 war cry armor.
It's like 25. Okay, so Skyrat's Mage will now go from 2 to 27. That's a big increase. Has extra 5 from the tower. Will lose that as soon as he moves away from it.
It does make me think that Sven support is still kind of viable, right? Giving that kind of armor.
It was popular during Lima Major. Shadowfiend plus Sven lane against some of these heavy physical lineups where you have someone to soak up the damage in the lane for you. And looking at the hero damage, 3k hero damage on Monkey King. These are very low numbers for a 25-minute game.
It felt like Alliance had the stacks. They were doing well. They were getting their cores the form they needed. But they have just given Sven so much space. Look at the damage coming out from the techies. Woo!
Look at that pure damage from Doom. That only yellow thing in there. He dealt like, I don't know, 50 damage to Storm Spirit when he blinked in. And then Sven dismantled him in a second. Yeah, things are not gonna get easier for Alliance. Like, there is not that big combo that they can pull off. Vacuum into, like, Wukong's Boundless. That's their best thing before maybe Storm gets Aghanim Scepter. But he's still far away from his BKB. Gonna be the Doom target. Doesn't have Lincolns. Charlie manages to find some farm. Gets that Deso plus Orb of Destruction. It's a lot of minus armor. But then again, Sven hit that level 20 that we mentioned. If he pops the Warcry, gives them extra movement speed, they can easily run away from Wukongs, because Alliance does not have enough control.
Ooh, Ponglo. He is dead on his screen already. The Hawk gonna get another kill. He's 5-0-4. He's going into that Harpoon after picking up that Nullifier.
Nullifier, again, big item. Every single time I see it, I feel like this team is gonna win. Whoever buys Nullifier first, there should be some stats about it, like how many times we've seen Nullifier being purchased first. Your win rate increases by like 90% or something. An insane item against Solar Crest, against Glimmer Cape, Force Staff, Jingu, Iron Shell, Crimson, you name it, Surge. There's just like dispels everything, and it's on such a low cooldown. It's 10-second cooldown, 5-second duration, no mana cost.
Yeah, you were saying that you think it needs to be nerfed in terms of like giving it a mana cost.
Yeah, I love it. You're listening to me.
Yeah, I always listen to you, or at least I try. Sometimes I see a message and I just go, nah, you know, whatever. I'm never gonna listen to that. But also, it's just like, you look at Sven and like all these heroes that kind of pick up Nullifier. What's he spending on mana in terms of items? Mask of Manus is 25, BKB's 50, and really, what, Warcry's 45? There's really no high mana costs that are making him have to like change his build at all. He's just able to do whatever he wants in terms of item builds and ends up going for the Nullifier, which is free.
It's also a big damage item on him.
Vortex, hold on. Ooh, Gale didn't hit. Life Drain has some mines down, and Blast Off away. Uh-oh. Nope. Does not end up surviving. Still, Milan's happy to die there, right? Everybody comes for him, and look at where Sven's at. Just farming and in the jungle.
This is the second or third time. The Hawk getting 6 slotted pretty much. Harpoon available. Can upgrade his Blink. Mask of Madness might disassemble it. And I like what I see. This Shard upgrade, which is now undispellable and passively grants armor. So again, against Monkey, against wall illusions, gonna come in very handy.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So, I don't hate it from Alliance. They feel as though they need to continue fighting. And I respect that. Because I would assume they know how far behind, or relatively how far behind they are in this game. And they're still trying to bring it back in ways that I think they're still comfortable with. And despite the fact that they're down by so much, I think if they can find some of these pickoffs, they can open up some sort of path. But I say that. BKB, they've got the Doom, and it's on to the Monkey King. What can you do now? Vacuum into a wall on 2. They've got the Dream Coil down, and that's going to keep Hanskin in place. BKB's been popped by the Storm, and he's just going to Ball Lightning away and TP out. So Hanskin, he'll die. They only lose 1, but again, they use the wall, and Alliance, they have to retreat.
Not the best fight for level up. Used 3 abilities, only managed to get the kill on Veno. Others managed to disengage. They popped the wall, BKB on Monkey, but they should be happy with that trade. Roshan gonna be up in 1 minute and 40.
Sharp
and it's gonna be on the Radiant side, so and it's gonna be some extra armor as well on them. If they can manage to like kite Sven long enough, like maybe 1 buyback on Veno, then Storm Spirit comes back into the fight, the Cripify. Because if he jumps in, doesn't use his BKB, I'm not sure if he even popped the BKB in the previous fight. I guess he didn't. He was holding on to it. Because there's no real threat. Like Storm Spirit, how do you kill him? You need Wall Illusion. You need to keep him inside Wukong's command. So there needs to be a Vortex into Boundless Strike, into like Vac back. And he can still survive afterwards. Uses Warcry and runs away. Ogre Seal Totem gets out of Wukong's.
Another one of my favorite items, Ogre Seal Totem.
Yeah, some other tier 3 items also got buffed, so this item doesn't seem as powerful as in the previous patch.
Boundless Strike going for the Doom. We'll see if they can get that, but immediately look at the Force Staffs out. They've got the Dream Coil down, they get a kill on S4. They look over at Charlie. Charlie's got the circle around him, but he steps out of it for a moment and now goes into the trees. Without that Wukong's, I just don't really know what you have here. Chuan's gonna be able to survive through the silence that was placed on him by Swedenstrong. They do end up losing 1 again and gaining nothing back.
This is explosive damage from Sven. He locks onto a target and they do manage to kill it. So this time around there was no wall available. And Teki is one of the better heroes that you can protect Roche with. You know that they're going to come from this side, so you put some mines around the twin gates. You have mine inside the Roche pit, so you know when the Roche is going to be respawning.
Right. The thing too is like, they throw down that Wukong's, and Swedenstrong and Milan, they both have Force Staffs, so they're just like, all right, well, Doom's in trouble. Let's Force Staff him out. What do you do? Like, your damage just isn't... There's no time for Alliance's damage to really get output before there's a response from level up.
Yeah. Monkey didn't get a single Deso stack yet. He got it like 5-6 minutes ago. I don't think Alliance killed a core from level up in the last like 15 minutes. I think they got like maybe 2-3 kills, 1 on Swedenstrong, 2 on Milan. That's about it.
I mean, that Warcry upgrade with the Shard now undispellable.
They're still trying to go for this fight. Let's see the full wraparound. Not the fastest Roche. Again, only hitting it with 2 heroes. The Hawk committed with God's strength.
Out here. Look at that, yeah. Proximity Mine explodes. They don't go in. They've got the Aegis now on Lornoff because I'm truthfully thinking that they just don't think the Hawk's gonna die, and I don't know how he does at this point in the game. So much armor that's gonna be on him with the Warcry. He's sitting at, well, was sitting at like 16 plus 31 or something like that. And now they'll go for the Tormentor, pick up a Shard.
Yeah, it's a must-have. You want to pick up that Shard for Skywrath Mage.
I was just about to say.
He's getting it. There we go. It's just a meme. Like, it has to happen. There we go.
Ooh, Shield of the Scion. Whoa.
Bonus armor 0.5. Come on. Like, why is it 0? Why is it not 1? It would not be OP even if it was like 3, I would say.
Warcry, meanwhile, with Shard, Undispellable, plus 25 armor. And then the 6
passive
bonus
AoE.
passive armor. Yeah.
But
Wow,
he doesn't get
equal
intelligence.
value.
This is also 35-second duration, so Skyrat wins in the end.
Oh. Right.
I'm so happy that this shard still exists because there's always something to laugh about whenever it gets picked up.
Yeah, and then compare that to latent toxicity.
Yeah, latent toxicity is a good one. I don't think latent toxicity got nerfed when all the stuns got nerfed in the previous patch. Let me just check that real quick. Yeah, it was nerfed. Never mind, I lied. It was 2 seconds before, now it's 1.6.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Thank you, Obs. Appreciate that. Level up, not really feeling it necessary to
Radiant's middle
push in
tower
over
is
their head or
under
anything like that. And I think that, truthfully, they don't really need to. They can play this game at their pace. Late game, or even ultra late game, with the way Sven has just been propped up. I just think that level up at all points in the game, even into 60 minutes, are going to be in a advantageous spot if they want to take this on a slow roll.
Disassembled Mask of Madness, the Hawk now has Satanic. It's time to go and try to get some more kills on their side. There's still tier 2 tower in this mid lane, tier 2 tower top. Try to make maps look smaller for Alliance, who are now farming in these outer rings. Charlie and S4 on top of the map, getting whatever they can. And this game is winnable if level up messes it up, if they like mess up 2 fights. Because we still haven't seen like some big items coming out on Alliance. Truan just finished off his Lincoln Sphere. They need more control. I do like Hex pickup. Monkey also feels like he needs more damage output. Now with the Dasher, he could be the one controlling it. And there's the Zip and Swen.
Yeah, they had the Zip, they had the Orchid, they got the Silence onto the Hawk, but he's just kind of getting cutted for the moment. Omi's going to walk out of the circle, and what do you do now that your Wukong's is already down? They find themselves Lauren off, but Hanskin's going to end up dying him instead. You got to remember that Lauren has himself the Aegis, the Ogre Seal Totem to close the gap from the Hawk. They go to the Vacuum into the wall on a 2. They're still looking for more. That Nether Blast doesn't really do a lot of damage, and once more, level up, they get a kill, they kind of retreat, they don't have to force themselves in a bad positioning, and they can just get the tier 2 tower over mid.
As for Vacuum the Hawk during Ogre Seal Totem, so was unable to connect with the target. These are not type of the fights that Alliance wants to take. I think you need to let this tier 2 tower go no matter what and then play for the high ground. There's also double damage available that... Let's see who decides to pick it up. The Hawk with double damage, soon to be level 25 Sven, so extra 50% God Strength damage. Could be massive.
Yeah, and you look at that fight recap that we were being shown, and it's just like, okay, well, 539 damage total from the Monkey King. What impact?
It's one Boundless, that's it.
Yeah.
One Skyrat Mage who has no armor.
Yeah. There's just no way to hold him, and we talked about it, right? Lack of lockdown there for Alliance. How do you hold down these heroes, especially within the Wukong's command? There's really no way to do so.
They want to be looking at these prolonged team fights. There's a big item now coming out on S4, just a point booster away. With Aghanim Scepter, he could like make illusion of Sven, make another illusion from wall, stun him long enough. So they want to go in, bait this BKB from the Hawk, and then take a fight from there without... Like, you need to have buyback at this point of the game, because the enemy team does have 24k gold lead advantage, so... That's the one way to play, like, maybe initiate with the Venomancer, get the Noxious Plague, get that Venomous Gale. Hanskin does have decent amount of gold, sitting on 3,000. Like, he's still farming up. Veno, really good hero at doing so. Even when the things are not going correctly for the team, he's still going to be able to find some farm.
Of course, we'll see. That ends up mattering in terms of what this Veno is going to offer the team, because he's got more farm than Sweet and Strong, who's got a little bit of a boost in net worth thanks to getting that shard. But jumping in and going over mid. They want to get Hanskin. They pop that God Strength. They don't get the kill there, though, because he's got himself that Glimmer Cape to retreat with. So he's fine.
Also almost level 25 on Lorinov. Has Octarine, Timeless Relic. These are the items that you want to have. Finds an opening here. On me.
Doom on to...
Uh-oh.
On to the Monkey King. Hold on. Some lag.
He's still going to drop.
He's dead. Yeah.
Yeah, looks very dead here.
He's all alone. There's nobody there to help him out.
Does have also Infernal Blade upgrade. Does have Purge. BKB of his own. Guardian Greaves. That's going to be like, I don't know, 800-900 gold for Doom. And level 20.
All right, ready to go. Now they can put this all together and see if this Monkey King survives. I doubt it. Right click's trying to survive it all. They'll bring the puck just in case, and we'll get that kill. Lorinov, he's got himself bots too. And then Pano over mid to Hawk. He'll get a kill there with the help of Sweet and Strong.
They could go threaten the high ground. They do have 50 seconds, and they know exactly where someone is farming. That's S4 for the moment. But try to make something happen. Go for the third Roche. Get that Aegis again. But I think this time around you want to give Aegis to the Hawk, because he's going to be the one sieging. Puck also doesn't seem that he can die. Having status resistance, sitting at 3000 HP, hits level 25. Dream Coil goes through magic immunity, debuff immunity. So no one's gonna be too secure.
Shield rune needs to drop. Maybe they'll just have infinite health. Hanskin caught, and Mystic Flare is down. They'll get the kill there again on him. They'll drop the Dream Coil. And that's going to be snapped, as this is Storm. In a bit of a sticky situation, but he's got that Glimmer Cape help. Not putting on too much pressure. And of course, it is a shield rune that spawns. Interesting. It's just
leg.
like,
Okay, it's
my leg.
Everybody's lagging while Milan is legging. It's a chiropractic. Fix it. Let's go. Time to go. I'm not feeling this lag at all. I mean, both teams are at the same spot, so maybe there's some internet connection problems.
It did happen between the two of them at the same time, just about, right?
Yeah, so...
Oh, Lorinov just,
makes
sense.
sense.
Like I said, shield rune for him, and casually he'll have...
Do it. All right, do it. You started it.
5,200 health. Right? Just about that? Yeah. All right, cool. 5,300-ish.
Could have said like over 5k. I'd be very satisfied with it.
All right. I tried to be exact. I had to make up for the NA math earlier. But
No need. Doing math live during the broadcast, not the easiest thing to do.
No, yeah, but it's always fun to do. I think it's like a group experiment. Chat, they come into the mix, they're like, yeah, it's this, and everybody has different answers, and then they hear me say it, and they're like, I can't trust that number, that guy's from North America, and then everybody, you know, Windows key, calculator, then they do the math, and then they laugh. Ooh, double silence, Dream Coil, and the blast off. They'll get the kill there on the S4. They look over at the Storm. That's a second for Dahak. He's looking to clean them all up. Ponglo falls here to Lorinov. They go to the BKB from Charlie. He's going to drop the Wukongs, but yeah, I don't think they care. Nullifier. They'll walk out of the circle. They've got the armor. They've got the damage. They'll get the kill. Onmi gets credit for the kill on a Charlie. That's 4 heroes dead on the side of Alliance, while Level Up again lose nothing. It is 27-9. And
they've been
by the
sitting
way,
at this 9 for ages. There's still Deso, 0 Deso charges on Monkey King, who picked it up at like 25-minute mark.
Throughout that entire fight, Puck still had 600 left on that shield rune. That's pretty crazy.
It's time to close it out.
Yep. So they'll get the top tier 3. They'll work on the top set of racks while mid's being pushed by Omi. Bottom's being pushed in by Sweet and Strong with that very, very important Shield of the Scion.
Lorinov is the most farm hero in the game. Like, these are the items you can upgrade. One more item, that's about it. Have this Yule Scepter into Wind Waker, and then eat eggs, but these are some, like, really expensive items looking at his inventory.
Yeah, Revenant's Brooch, Octarine, Overwhelming Blink. Wow. Bots too. Not as good as the first one, but sequels never do that well.
Yeah. Heavy magical damage that cannot miss against Monkey King. Gonna be great. Great against the Cripify. Goes through Ethereal. And time to finish off this Roche on Radiant side for another 2 minutes.
They give the eggs to the puck? I mean, they could.
Or you create a Superman. They're gonna take a fight. Look at level up, holding the high ground.
They're not even gonna get the Roche. They're just gonna win this fight, and I assume the game. There's the God Strength, Stormhammer, Ball Lightning. They have the Wukongs. Can they get the kill here? They've got themselves a Hawk Low, and the Satanic. All right, back to full health. Never mind, he's fine. They've got the Doom off. It's on the Monkey King. They still can't get the kill on the Dahak, but they've got the Disarm. They'll take out the Monkey King as well as the Storm Spirit. S4 falls. The Noxious Plague's not going to do anything. Hanskin falls, and GG is called. As Level Up will take game number 1 over Alliance.
Yeah, this was a very one-sided game. I mean, this one has been decided by draft, pretty much. Not having a playmaker on their team. Like, position 4 and 5 are very static. Storm Spirit gets shut down by Puck. You'd